Welcome to the Sustainamics. I have with me Angeline Babu, who is head of L&D.
Hello.
Lovely to meet you. And
Same
thank you for
here.
taking time out to spend with us.
The pleasure is all mine.
Now, you've been at the forefront of transforming employee experience through learning. How do you design employee L&D programs that are both scalable and human-centric?
Okay, that's a lovely question. So, start with design thinking. When you're talking about a learning experience or a learning journey that you want to map, we always go and think, okay, I know it best, I'm going to serve it out to you, you're going to learn it. When the human centric design part of it is that I'm going to co create it with you, I'm going to understand what is your lived experience in the what, not just address skill gaps, address it with empathy. What is it that you're looking to learn? What is it going to be a meaningful journey for you? How do you think you can actually add value to yourself, to your organization, to your career, and to the future path that you want to be on? So, co creating with you, designing and mapping out your real life pain points. And perhaps today we have an advantage that we didn't have about 20, 25 years ago. I can scale with technology. What works for you doesn't have to be the exact same thing that will work for another person. I can personalize the journey for you. At the same time, have enough options that can be tweaked that it works for another person. Right? So I have the tools on hand, and as an L&D leader, perhaps it's my job to design out a system that's sustainable and creates the learning experience you want to be on. I'm not going to go create it and proffer it and saying like, okay, finish it up. This is yours. That's
so it's
it.
more like a curated experience for every individual, right?
Absolutely, and perhaps more what we figure out what works for you, and for that means your feedback is important. It is not just a tick 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 and you answer it and give it to me. Your feedback should not just be measured by asking you some questions. The question should be framed in such a way that I'm actually capturing the essence of your journey. Very simply put, you talked about human centric design. Let's take two questions that are usually asked in our engagement surveys, right? We ask, good performance is rewarded in the company, right? Good performance is rewarded. I'm asking you will always say yes. Great, wonderful. The moment I change the question, the right person is rewarded in the company, the question changes to one of fairness. So similarly, even for a learning journey, capture that essence of what is it that's going to add value.
Right.
Perhaps then you're closing out the loop.
Yeah.
Right?
Perfect. Now we live in a world of constant disruption.
Mm-hmm.
What role really does learning agility play when you're building resilient organizations?
Okay, now what's learning agility? It's the willingness and the adaptability an organization have. Right? So, and you see today, any particular tech skill that you have, once upon a time it used to be 18 months before the tech skill is going to be irrelevant. It's coming down to 6 months. Something new is coming up. The faster and quicker I can learn and adapt as an individual means a better team, better organization. That means my end solution is go out there in the market.
And ultimately a better work culture as well.
Better work culture. So even my sustainable initiatives. We are talking about climate change. We are talking about tariffs. I'm prepared for tomorrow, today. I'm prepared. Maybe it does create a sense of anxiety and doom is gloom sort of situation. But somewhere I feel the more agile that you are, like I'm not going to say that I know all the answers. I know the best possible answer for my current data set of questions. The moment my data changes, I'm going to adapt. I'm not going to be say that, oh, this is the way that I've done things all my life, and so it's the only way that I'm going to continue. It makes me quicker, nimble, and faster. And I guess that says, at the end, none of us are working just for the sake of working. Bottom line is important. And the better bottom line comes with a much more resilience. For example, take when COVID hit. None of us were prepared for it, right? What we did is like we learned on the go. And somewhere I think, 5 years down the line, we've forgotten the lessons of COVID and we are like, okay, back to status quo and things going on the way it was. Be prepared for uncertainty and somehow learn to embrace and fall in love with uncertainty, I guess.
Yes, so it's creating a more future ready. task force? In the
Future ready
process,
task force that enjoys the changes that are going to come. You know, there's no going
embraces
forward.
change.
Embrace it. It's here. It's not going to disrupt yourself, or you're going to get disrupted. Right?
Perfect. Thank you so much for your time. It's
Thank
been
you so
lovely
very
talking
much.
to you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.